let me tell you a story. So the other day I went to the gym and I noticed this guy on the treadmill next to me. He was of the same culture as me. He was Asian. He was like my same skin color. I've seen him running around the neighborhood before. He's not a totally new guy. So I want to immediately in my mind, he's running at a pretty fast pace. And what immediately goes into my mind is I want to make this guy my running buddy. Because he lives right next to me. I could just text him anytime and we could go on a run. And maybe my runs wouldn't be like that boring anymore. And I'll look forward to my runs more, honestly. And I wanted to make this guy my running partner, okay? And I was too nervous to talk to him because we were both on treadmills. We were both running. Like, why would you talk to someone while you're running? And he was also watching a Netflix movie while running. So I kind of got nervous. I didn't really want to speak to him because I didn't want to bother him. Maybe he would get annoyed as some little kid trying to talk to him because he was about like 4 years older than me. And, but I went ahead and just talked to him. I waved, I got his visibility, and he took out his AirPods, and then we started talking. We just started talking about running because he runs a lot. He talked about his PRs, his fastest times, how long he's ran, and I talked about mine. And we just went back and forth, and we live in the same community. So we're like, I asked him for his phone number, and I said, hey, we should go on a run sometime. And he said, yeah, sure. And now we got our first run scheduled, and it's like next week. And I'm probably going to run with this guy for the next like 2-3 years until I stop running, which is like my whole high school career. And that's amazing because now I've cultivated a new friendship just because I wasn't nervous, just because I felt worthy enough to talk to someone who was watching Netflix. I felt worthy enough. I felt worth more than the distraction that the other person was putting themselves through. So I want to give you guys a 2 to 3 step formula to just make friends. It's a very brain dead formula. Like, you can't go wrong. It's no matter who you are, you'll be able to follow this and it'll improve your life. Okay. So number one, you know how I was running at the gym? You need a hobby. You need a hobby. It's easier to have hobbies and then make friends from hobbies. Because when you have a hobby, you can go to places and do things. You could go to certain places where you can meet other people with your same hobby. So for me, it was the gym, and we were both on the treadmill. That's where I'm going to meet other runners, if you think about it. Maybe you're a skater, you skateboard, and you're into that. Go to a skate park if you want to make more skating friends. Maybe you want to play guitar. Go sit in the park. Go sit in a bench in the park and play guitar. And then eventually, if you keep doing that for every day of the week or as many times as you can go, eventually someone's going to walk by and they've seen you a couple times and they're going to be like, oh, I've seen you play guitar so much. I play guitar too. You should join my band. Maybe that won't happen like exactly as I said it, but something would happen like that. If you give it enough time, the chances of it happening outside your home are so much greater. If you just stay in your home, how can you expect to make friends, okay? You just got to be out of the house every waking moment that you're not working, that you're not sleeping. Like, there's no reason to be in your house. Your house is just for the time you're working and sleeping. Like, there's no reason to be in your house otherwise. But yeah, once you find a hobby, go to the location of that hobby and then practice that hobby at that location. If you're a runner, don't just run at your treadmill at home if you want to have running friends, okay? Maybe you don't want running friends. Sure, go ahead, run on your treadmill at home. But you won't meet like-minded people like this. And that could improve your performance in running if you find people who are on the same level as you. Like, for example, I go to this park near me, and it's a recreational park where lots of bikers go, like cyclists, walkers, runners, even people who skate on the rollerblades. You can meet anyone at this park. And if you run, you could run and meet other people who run at this park. And you could literally just run next to someone and start a conversation with them. Like, there's nothing stopping you from that. Find a group of kids who are running. Like, if you go to these popular places where young people are, then you could just easily make friends with them and as you're doing the same hobby, all right? it's such a foolproof formula, all right? And obviously, like, you could have other friends who aren't from your hobbies, maybe they're from your school environment, but if you could have them from your hobby, that would be amazing because you're checking off your social box and your, like, exercise box or your guitar box, your learning box. If you surround yourself with people who aren't just like the boys from high school who you hanged out with for the past like 3 years and they're actually doing something, let's say that these people, it's better to surround yourself with people who are in a sport than who are just your school friends and you just spend time together in class. It's so much better to have people who are friends from you from a hobby rather than just like because you know each other from the workplace, okay? Because you're gonna find the people like you at the place you want to go. Like the saying, birds of a feather flock together. The top 1% of runners are gonna be at the same location. They're gonna go train at the same spots because they have their specific training spots. The top guitarists are probably gonna go to the same music center to learn guitar. The top, students are probably going to go to the same tutors. It just makes sense, guys. Like, go to where you want to find the people who are like-minded as you, all right? Yeah. My name is Faris Faisal. I'm out. Hope you found this interesting. If you like me, follow the Instagram Think Big. I'm out.